Number one question, John from Buffalo. Need your help. I didn't sell enough gold and gold miners because they never hit the top of the range and didn't add enough energy, EWJ, EWT, etc., because they never hit the bottom end of the range. How do you handle transition among quads and adding and dropping positions?
Is it John?
John, yep.
Well, John, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, asking for help is the first, thing that a player. A lot of players, like I said yesterday, it's not about the coach all the time. It's about the player. Like, there's a lot of players that are uncoachable. But for you to ask for help, I appreciate that. That's more important. So what I'd go back to, John, is say that you just didn't sell it when I said I was selling it. So I don't know if it did or did not hit the top end of the range. You know, for it to surgically not hit the top end of the range, and you know that we're going into the quad that gold is a sell, is a mistake by you. Okay, so the only way to get rid of a mistake in investing is to get out of it. You can't. Well, you can't. Actually, it's actually a pretty common thing. You've done it. I've done it. I still do it. A major mistake that people do is that they make a mistake and they look back and they say, "Man, shouldn't have done that," but then they just stay with it. Yeah. You know, like if you made a mistake, think about this in your marriage. For those of you that have, some marital problems now, that COVID's propped that issue up with certain people, right? It's like you want to just keep riding that problem, like just stay with that problem. Or you get rid of it. You get divorced. I mean, you got to get out of it. This is a lot easier for you. These are tickers. They aren't human beings, okay? So it's a lot easier. When you make a mistake and now you're like, okay, I like the Hedgeye process. It's quad 2. I'm out of gold. I didn't sell it here, but I should sell it every day. Like, I mean, what are you waiting for? I mean, what we're waiting for is hope. You're hoping it gets to a place where you lose less. Hope is not a risk management process.
Yeah, this is, there have been a lot of studies on this, behavioral finance studies where the pain of taking a loss, locking in a loss is much more extreme than a gain or anything else. And people have a really hard time doing it. But yeah, it's something I've learned when the thesis changes, something changes, or it goes against you to a certain percentage, it's better just to get out, take it off the sheets, start over.
Yeah.
But it's not unnatural. A lot of people have this challenge.
No, especially really intelligent people.
Yeah.
Because think about, particularly in this day and age, and I'm quite worried for my 4 kids, and I am not of the parenting type that you're thinking of. Okay, we talk a lot about making mistakes and why it's okay to make mistakes. But think about kids and young adults and even older adults that have never had a test wrong. They went to the best schools, and then they get in this thing called the market, and the market says you're wrong. And now they got this mucker guy saying it's quad 2, and that's why you're wrong. So it's one thing to not listen in the beginning, John, and now it's entirely another thing to say I like the Hedgeye process, and it says get out of these things, and I still won't get out. Like it's really not what you should be doing. But thank you for asking for the help, because you wouldn't have got it this morning unless you asked.